Okay, I might as well, make another one. It's not a encounter with a Karen, but it's more like a rant on Karens, I guess I could say. Anyway, the idea that Karens even exist at this point, it shouldn't exist, to be honest, because in an ideal world, when people don't get what they want, they accept it and deal with it. That is not the case in our world, because precious little snowflakes have either never been told no, that you can't have something, or that we are out of something, or there are probably other reasons for people acting like this, but if anybody has any other reasons that people act like this besides the typical brat that has never been told no, that has grown up into a Karen and has never been told no, or they are a narcissist that thinks that they are entitled to whatever they want, whenever they want, and if someone tells them no, they are automatically the bad guy and they are the victim. Usually, yeah, I don't get Karens at all. Why would you act that way towards somebody? I don't care if you're having a bad day. If you're having a bad day, that's still not a good reason to take it out on somebody who has nothing to do with your current situation. And yeah, just because a coupon doesn't work for us and you're not able to get that savings, that's just how our machine works. We can't change it, and no matter of yelling for the manager will force that stupid machine to change it. And the only thing we would be able to do to make that coupon work would be to do a price change. And that's still not giving us the coupon, which means that we are losing money in the process. And you get to save $1 or $1.50 or something. Like, seriously, are you in that bad a financial strait that you can't afford an extra $1.50 on something because our stupid machine doesn't want to work with the coupon? Because I have seen, just the other day, I had a customer come in wanting to get some Tide detergent. She had some paper coupons. I'm like, okay. And the coupons and the items matched up. Like, one was for the larger thing of detergent, the one was the medium size, the other was the smaller size. They all matched up with the coupons. And I rung up the items, and I started bringing up the coupons. The first one for the smaller one worked. The middle one and the larger one did not. It did not have enough matching items for the coupon. I'm like, how is that possible? Because it works. It's not expired. The coupons match with the item because it's supposed to be for a certain size load. And it matched. It's like, what's going on? And I told her, I don't know what's going on. Thankfully, she was cool with it. She was slightly annoyed, obviously, because I don't blame her, but she didn't go off on her or anything. She was like, okay, well, if they ain't gonna work, I don't want them. That's fine. And later she actually came back and got the smaller one with the coupon, because that one actually worked, which I was fine with. But yeah, just because, let's say we're out of stock of something, we can't help that. Usually, the only way we can help not having something is when it's... Actually, I don't think we can really help not having something, because people buy it, and we are out. Which means that it's a very popular item that we sell out of, and thus we don't have. Or it could be something out of season that you're wanting that we do not carry at the moment. So it's either you wait until we get it, or you have to come back sometime next year to get it, if it's already been out of season. And no amount of yelling or screaming for the manager is going to get your item that you want. All it's going to get is you a sore throat from yelling at the customer, or yelling at the employees, and more than likely people recording your antics and putting it up on TikTok or YouTube or something. And a headache for the employees who have to deal with you. Do you seriously feel yourself entitled so much to something that you would raise a big stink over it just because we don't have it, or we aren't allowed to sell it to you? Like for example, alcohol and cigarettes. We have to scan IDs now at my work. So anybody trying to say, oh, I don't have my ID, or I got a picture of my ID, or your ID is expired, I can't sell it to you. And no matter of screaming, yelling, or acting like you are entitled to these items is going to get you these items. And that one is the law. We are not allowed to sell alcohol or cigarettes to someone without an ID, a fake ID, expired ID, or a picture of an ID. So, yeah, no amount of screaming is going to get you what you want in this situation because it is the law. It can get a fine for the store, we get a fine, you could get jail time. So, to be honest, your addiction is not worth it. Trust me, it is not worth getting a gigantic fine and going to jail risking. So, yeah, not worth the risk. But yeah, I know this is more than likely a incohesive rant at this point. I apologize for that. I just need to talk about this, to be honest, because Karen's just boggle my mind. Like, really, you're gonna throw a tantrum, scream at somebody for just doing their job, and more than likely doing their job well enough that doesn't warrant it, because they go through essentially what they're supposed to do in certain situations, and it essentially is not giving you what you want. Why are you getting mad at them for essentially doing their job when usually people get mad at other employees for not doing their job? For not having items out that they want, or the store being a mess, or not having the right food for you, or whatever the case may be. Why are you can't have it both ways. You can't get mad at people for doing their job, and you can't get mad at people for not doing that. You can get mad at people for not doing their job. Like, that's a given. You can get mad at people for doing not doing their jobs. Because, I mean, it's their job. They're supposed to, make sure the place is clean. They have everything that they're supposed to have within reason, because they can't always get everything that we're supposed to have. And I know that for a fact, because there are some items in our store that we haven't had in months. And we do our counts. We do our counts to make sure that we get our items, but we don't always get them. And it's annoying, because sometimes it's items that we like as well. Or it's something that's really popular and we don't have it. So yeah, you can't get mad at somebody for actually doing what they are supposed to do, that they are told by their manager that they have to do in certain situations. And you are just on the receiving end of essentially not getting what you want. And that's life. Sometimes you don't get what you want. And I don't care who the heck you think you are, who you think you're related to, or anything like that. You are not entitled to stamp all over someone and get what you want because of it. I don't care if it's hurt your precious little feelings. You are not that important. In that regards, anyway. And I don't care if anybody from Dollar General hears this. I do not care in the slightest. We are allowed to voice our opinions. And trust me, we do that a lot at work. Especially about how the store is annoying and how management's annoying. And I'm not talking about my manager. I'm talking about upper management. I'm talking about corporate is what I'm talking about. But yeah. You are not that special to where you can cut lines, avoid paying for stuff like that. You are not that important. I don't care if the president comes in our store. You still have to pay for your stuff like everybody else. And I'm not even joking on that. If the president actually did come in our store, which that'd be a 1 in a million chance of that happening, but if Biden came in our store, I would still treat him like every other customer. He would have to get his stuff, wait in line, and pay for his stuff, just like everybody else. And, yeah. Shoot, how long have I even been talking? I'm not even really paying attention to that. But, yeah. You are not that important that you can go, oh, I have a family member in corporate. Or I know the owner, blah, 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 blah. I don't care if you know the president. That amount of knowledge is not going to help you in this situation. I'm still going to do my job. Still not going to sell you alcohol or cigarettes because, yeah, I'm not breaking the law because you want your precious addiction. I don't care. Because, yeah, I'm slightly biased myself against alcohol and cigarettes, to be honest, because, well, we lost my dad, and he was a heavy drinker and smoker, but that actually isn't what killed him. It didn't help, but it isn't what killed him. What killed him was brain cancer, but still, that could have had something to do with it. I don't know. But, yeah, I think that it's not worth it. Because it's not going to help you in the long... It's not going to make you feel any better in the long run, to be honest. Especially if you drink a lot or smoke a lot. That's really not going to help you in the long run. But, yeah. Karens, they are just... They boggle my mind, and how they can even justify acting that way to people is beyond me, because they wouldn't like it if the roles were reversed. They wouldn't like it if somebody started yelling at them for simply doing their job, you know? I mean, if you're one of those people that actually does go and treat employees in an establishment like crap, how would you feel if you were doing your job and somebody came in and didn't like your product, or didn't have a product they wanted, or couldn't get something they wanted for at a discount or whatever, and they started going off on you? How would you feel? You wouldn't feel so good either. So why are you going ahead and treating people that way? And I can more than likely guarantee, or not guarantee, I can probably, like a 50-50 chance, that if you've got kids and you treat people this way, you are embarrassing them. They want to die. They want to crawl in a hole and die because of how you treat people in front of them when they're around. Nobody likes to be treated that way. Nobody deserves to be treated like garbage simply for doing their jobs. Anyway, if you guys can think of anything else related to this kind of topic that I can talk about, I would love to hear it, because to be honest, the Karen encounter that I had, the video that has almost over 2,000 views, and it's gotten me over almost $3 worth of revenue, and I'd like that, and I could use all the help I can get on that. But yeah, I've got stuff to say when it comes to Karens. It makes no sense how Karens act, to be honest, because like I said, and also people 9 times out of 10. If there's more than one person in that area, they will more than likely start recording your idiot ass for acting that way and put it up on TikTok or YouTube. And then you'll just be known in the area as the crazy person who blew up on an employee just because they didn't get what they want. You didn't get what you wanted. Do you really want to be known like that? No, you don't. Because people will mock you for that. They will tease you for that. And they will be cruel. And you will not like it. And it is all your own doing. Because if you hadn't done that, it wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have been recorded. So yeah, if any Karens are watching this whole thing, feel free to dislike it. I do not care in the slightest, because that helps me out. And if you're going to comment something hateful and rude or anything, feel free. That still helps me. But yeah, I don't see how people can justify treating people that way. I don't care, like I said, I don't care if you're having a bad day. It still doesn't justify treating someone bad just because you're not in a good mood. Anyway, like I said, if you guys have anything else you want me to talk about, feel free to. I might have opinions on it, and I will see you guys next time.